Greetings to everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm delighted to present my final year project, which is titled An Alternative PEAT Classification Technique Using the MUNSELL Color Chart in PAHANG. My name is Deniesh Raman, and I will be guiding you through my presentation. Here is my content of slide presentation. So let's we start by exploring the fascinating world of peat soil in Malaysia. Did you know that soil cover around 8% or 3 million hectares of the country's land area? Is it significant portion, right? Isn't it? So, however, the peat soil is not suitable for the construction structures due to the poor shear strength, compressibility, and high water content. But today we'll shift our focus to something interesting aspect, well, that is color. So soil scientists often they really on the Munsell color chart system, which is the based on the three attributes, that is hue, value, and chroma. Hue represent the actual color. Value indicates the lightness and darkness of the color, and the chroma significance color intensity. By understanding these color attributes, soil scientists can be effectively categorize and describe the difference of the soil layer. So next we jump to the problem statement. Let's address the challenges associated with using the color chart in soil analysis. Firstly, determining the soil color under the natural light of optimal moisture condition can be tricky. Lighting condition affect our precipitation of the color, and the soil must have the right moisture balance for accurate the color assessment. Secondly, the version and handling of the color chart can be problematic. The different version of improper handling may be lead to misidentification of the peat soil colors and resulting in incorrect finding and interpretation of soil characteristic. Additionally, the human component introduced a limitation accurate by color precipitation and excellent eyesight are necessary to avoid the misleading finding. Moreover, to different individuals may have the varying reading when using the color chart and affecting the consistency of the data. By understanding this natural consideration, technical issue, and human limitation associated with the color chart, we can devise strategy to overcome these obstacles and ensure more reliable and consistent of soil analysis result. Next, we go to the objective of this study. Our primary goals is to identify the color of the peat soil without the influence of environmental condition. The second one, to reduce the issue relate to the Munsell color chart and human limitation on the peat classification. The third one is to provide the best alternative method for peat soil color classification. To achieve this objective, I utilize the device called like uh, Nix Mini 2, the soil box color, and smartphone applications such as the soil color and color graph in this study. These tools allow me to more precise and objective color measurement compared to manual observation using the Munsell color chart. Next, let's we discuss about the result analysis. First, let's look the soil classification. First, based on the exhibit various characteristics of the lab testing, like high moisture content, bulk density, specific gravity, fiber content, bone post scale classification, linear sinkerage, liquid limit, plastic index, pH level, organic content. Based on this laboratory test, we can produce the data, that is, pecan soil can be classified as the sandy loam. The marram soil can be classified as the sandy clay loam, and the gabeng soil can be classified as the peat soil. So from here, I want to make the comparison by the observation, the manual observation and the device color test, which is cover several aspects. The first one is by the have the Nix Mini 2 and smartphone application, we can provide the objective color measurement, which is ensures the accuracy and ensure the consistent of color reading across multiple devices and reducing the potential in human interpretation error. Also, when talk about the efficiency, the manual method require the physical handling of the chart and specify the lighting condition for accurate color identification. This is be miserable for the fieldwork, where the carrying the chart, the finding and suitable lighting may be pose the challenges. Moving on, let's talk about the human limitation. The manual method relies the human eyes on the color precipitation can be limited accurately and be miserable to challenging the individual. In contrast, the alternative methods are less dependent on the environmental factor. They allow to color measurement in the various lighting and moisture condition and providing the flexibility of and reliability in the different field environment. So now we can talk about the color with graph. This graph provided by the PEAT by using the Nix Mini 2. The next one, this is for sample of from Maran. And here the analysis for not peat soil. So first is the U level appropriately closer to shade of gray and brown. The cowling is influenced by the value and chroma. When the cowling is increased, the value become lighter and chroma will intensify. The changes of the value and chroma consistently can be do not exhibit the characteristics of U in the Pekan and Maran soil. And for the moisture content graph, the hue shift towards to reddish and yellowish. The value and chroma level increase when with the higher of moisture content. The hue and chroma value consistently behavior aspect to organic matter and higher water content of peat soil. So next, we do the same test using the device Nix Mini 2 to Gabang soil, and we can get the value, which is the hue range is 2.5 to 7.5. The value range is 1 to 2, which is potentially error above 30% of cowling, because in peat soil standard data, peat organic content must be more than 70% and mineral content less than 30%. That is the potential can be caution needed to above or 30% cowling content for potential error of the value changes. For moisture content, the hue range is 2.5 until 10. The value range is 1 to 3. No error observed across the entire moisture content range. So from the Gabang soil, we can demonstrate the expected hue range and value range is consistent. That is for Gabang soil. So now we use the application, the soil color application for Pekan. This is for Maran sample, and this is for color grab application for Pekan sample, and we use color grab application for Maran sample. This application we use for not peat soil, which is we range the hue range start by 5. Usually the hue range for peat soil start by 2.5 until 10, not 5. So we can categorize that this is not peat soil, and the value range extends to 0 to 7. For Maran, the hue range is fluctuated from 7.5 to 2.5. Then the value range is ranging from 5 to 6. The chroma is unspecified. So from moisture content level, increase of moisture content in both samples resulting the hues resembling of the expected hue of peat soil and displaying the reddish and yellowish tone that is significantly similar to peat soil. So the chroma level inconsistent observed between Pekan and Maran soil sample. So we use same application soil color to Gebeng soil and use color graph application to Gebeng soil. So from here, we can see this application can determine that is the Gebeng soil is peat soil by the hue range is 10 to 2.5, expected value range is 4 to 6, then the consistent of the chroma level is 2. So when we the mineral content less than 30% and the peat content must be more than 70%. So for moisture content, the anticipate use range is 10 to 2.5 and the target chroma is same like kaolin percentage for peat soil, and we can derive that the Gebeng soil is for peat, Gebeng soil is the peat soil. So in conclusion, I can conclude that the next Mini 2 and smartphone application, this is the alternative method can overcome the environmental influence on the peat soil color classification using the MUNSELL chart. The second second part is we can reduce the human limitation on the peat soil color classification using when implement the alternative method. The third that is to identify that the next Mini 2 are effective alternative method to accurate the peat soil classification in minimizing human limitation. And also I include some recommendation, which is first expand the scope of the border range of peat soil location to get the comprehensive analysis. The second one to include the guidelines and standard operating procedure to proper usage of Nix Mini 2 and smartphone application. The third one is to conduct the further evaluation study to assess the performance of Nix Mini 2 and smart application across to larger data set. That's all from me. Thank you for being paying attention to my slide. Thank you and have a great day.